Life moves so fast when you become an adult, but once money enters your account, bagam, all those direct debits that you set up, that the UK weather is Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of being here, I can only say where have you been, because you've missed a lot. Yeah, you've missed a whole lot. Anyways, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please feel free to subscribe, like this video, turn on your notification bell, and definitely leave a comment, because this video is gonna be amazing. My returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. You guys are the absolute best. Like, I can't trade you for anything in the world. And that's when Mary had a little lamb. I'm serious, guys. Anyway, let's head right into the video. In this video, I'll be talking about real life adulting. The things no one told us about being in your 20s, living as a single lady or gentleman, surviving winter, summer, autumn, spring, year in, year out in your 20s. Oh my God. Oh my days. Oh my days. And I feel like I have earned the privilege to talk about this topic because I've been here now for over a year. So I've earned the privilege to talk about this topic. Do you think so? Do you think so? Do you think so? I know so. When I was younger, I'll start with me because I feel like a lot of us have a similar story, right? When I was younger, when I thought about adulthood, I thought about freedom. I thought about going out. I thought about living my life. I grew up in a very conservative home, so I thought about wearing trousers and nobody stopping me from wearing trousers. I thought about making my hair, doing whatever I wanted with it. I thought about I wasn't a huge fan of lashes because then it was the old lashes and when you climb Okada, it will be blowing like this. So I didn't really give lashes much thought. I thought about makeup. At some point I was crazy about makeup. At some point I stopped doing makeup totally. And now I'm back to being reliant on lashes. So it's a whole circle for me. Bear with me, guys. But like, I thought about a lot of things. I thought about hanging out with friends. I thought about living my best life, making money. But one thing nobody tells you about adulthood is the fact that you actually make money to survive. Like, it's a whole circle, right? You make money, you spend the money, you make it again, you spend it again. That's it. Like, the first time that I heard the concept of council tax, the first thing that came to my mind was, what is that? Why am I paying money to council just for them to come and pick my bean? I mean, they probably do a whole lot of other stuff, but like, what do they really do? Do you know? Apart from picking your beans, your different, your green, brown, black bean, what else does your council do for you? Maybe safety, maybe security. Anyway, we live in a country, especially if you're living in the UK. Like in Nigeria, I lived in a house where my landlord didn't give two hoots about our beans. So we had to figure out ways to dispose our beans. It was crazy. And then later on, PSP started coming to the street. Like, PSP wasn't coming into the street at all. And I'm talking about 2023 into 2024. It was crazy. So things like council tax, things like energy bill, things like that you literally have to pay every month. Like, if you don't pay your energy bill, you will not survive adulthood. Like, you either be in the cold or in the heat, you get disconnected, no lights, no electricity. It's wild. Another thing nobody tells you about living abroad is you have to look out for your health. Like, it's not like in Nigeria where you are everybody's responsible for you in some kind of way. But here you are responsible for yourself. Like, if you don't eat, you're going to die and nobody's going to give two hoots about you. When you're dead, they're going to call ambulance to clear your body out, and probably within 48 hours, somebody else is going to come and live in the apartment where you were. Crazy, I know. You have to figure out how to eat your meals. Like, this is how to make your meals. Like, this is crazy. Nobody cares if you're eating chicken morning, afternoon, and night. 90%, 100% of the time, the people that care about you are people that are probably at home. And if you're living, like, if you have communities around you, like, nobody literally gives two hoots about you. And that's scary and crazy. Making friends as an adult is another thing that nobody warns you about, especially when you're moving to a new country. Another thing I'm going to talk about is English speaking. There are so many English speakers in this country that you can all be speaking English, but you're still not understanding each other. It's crazy. But let's backtrack and talk about making friends as an adult. When we were younger, it was easy to make friends. Like, till today, one of the ways that I made friends is I proposed to some of my friends. I proposed to some of my friends, and some of my friends proposed to me. But now, if you propose to a friend here in the UK, they'll probably think that you are being psycho. Like, they'll literally think that you are a psycho. It was so easy back then when you want to make friends. Like, all you have to do is probably smile at somebody, and then the next time you are talking, and the next time they probably know a lot about you already. But here, the smiling continues. You're just gonna keep smiling. Like, it's not as easy to make friends in a different country as it was making friends in your old country, the country where you grew up in. Another thing is, everybody is adulting differently, right? If you're not working, you're studying. If you're not studying, you're trying to figure out how not to get in trouble, how not to get in a mess. If you're not doing any of that, you're probably crying and trying to think, and you're thinking about your life. You're probably feeling lonely. You're probably feeling like a million and one feelings. You're probably on the verge of crashing out. And it doesn't just happen to one person, like, it happens to everybody, right? So that's the crazy part. Everybody is adulting, so nobody gives two hoots about you. You don't have that if you're at home. Even if everybody's sad, somebody will still ask you that, what's going on? Why are you looking like this? Somebody will still try to encourage you. But is this we now live in a world where you probably are not going to know your neighbor. Yeah, you probably don't even know what your neighbor looks like. You probably just hear their doors open and close because somebody's going out in the morning, coming back late at night, or starting their shift in the evening when you're just coming back from work, and coming back in the morning when you're just going to work. Crazy. I know. Also, friendships in the UK is crazy. And if you're somebody that your friends are literally all over the UK, one thing, there's this joke that everywhere in the UK is far from each other. Everywhere in the UK is minimum of 2 hours away from each other. So that friend that you are happy that, oh, you're coming into the UK, the friend is probably 5 hours away. And you're thinking, in between working and trying to catch a breather, you can't travel to see that friend. They probably are trying to settle into, so they can't travel to see you. So it's crazy. Another thing is, there's a possibility that you say, oh yeah, let's definitely hang out, and 3 months later you've still not done any hangouts. Life moves so fast when you become an adult. And I look at my nephews and I just want them to cherish the times that they have growing up. They're still 4 years old and 2 years old, by the way. And I just genuinely want them to cherish everything that they have now, especially with their parents. Another thing about the UK is the weather. Now, you know how that people say the UK weather is like a woman on a period. I'm so sorry about that analogy, guys. I know we don't like it. I know we don't like it, but that was what I could come up with on my head. Like, 1 minute is sunny, another minute is raining, another minute is windy, another minute is icy, like it's blowing icy wind. It's crazy. The UK weather is, I don't know. And then during winter, nobody warns you that it gets dark as early as 3:30. Like, you were literally outside, you want to go home and rest, and then all of a sudden everywhere is dark. Nope, it's not raining, it's just winter, and it's cold, and it's probably unsafe. Another thing is money. Nobody will sit down to tell you how money actually works, but like, there are some people that do. But once money enters your account, bagam, all those direct debits that you set up, that the financial bit of things is also crazy. Like, You could be that person that says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll send you something mountain." When somebody calls you, "I'll send you something mountain, I'll send you something mountain." And then when mountain comes, let's say your salary was 2,000, or let's say 2,500, you pay tax. Tax comes automatically with your salary. Tax comes automatically with the salary. Pension goes automatically with the salary. Then you start to do debits. House rent, bagam. Oh my god. Energy bill, bagam. Food shopping, bagam. Every other direct debit that you set up, at the end of the day, you might not have up to £300 to your name after all of these direct debits. So financial literacy is key if you want to really survive as an adult. And it's not just about living in the UK, it's literally about living anywhere in the world. Like, if you want to actually survive as an adult and if you want to thrive, you need to get on board with financial literacy, like ASAP. Get it, clock it. Another thing which is kind of great is the fact that you're going to learn how to celebrate the silent wins. Like the other day, I wrote an exam and I failed. And I was just glad that I could bring myself to write the exam. I'd postponed the exam actually. But you cross a bridge, or like you do something, you have to just celebrate the wins, because your family may not be around you to cheer you up all the time. But you have to look back at yourself and say, "Oh, yes, you did that." You I've always been late to catching the bus, and one day you get to the bus stop early. That's a win. Like, celebrate it. You get a well done at work, celebrate it. Do not dwell too much on it, but celebrate it. Celebrate your silent win. Nobody will tell you, but if you look down on your silent wins, you probably will not be able to celebrate the big ones. So just learn to celebrate the silent wins. Also, navigating work and school. It's very important to know that nobody is your friend, whether you're at work or whether you are in school, unless they have told you or they've shown you that they actually are your friend, they've got your back, or they want to be your friend. Nobody is your friend, not even that line manager that is always smiling at you and saying that you can always talk to me. Always watch your own back, okay? And this is another thing that adulthood probably did not tell us. Like, at home, people probably helped you clean up your messes. They helped you. They looked out for you. Here, nobody's going to do that. So you have to do the looking out for yourself by yourself. Okay, and that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you did, I've got lots of amazing stuff coming your way. So please stay glued and don't touch that dial. Turn on your notification bell, like this video, leave a comment, and share this video. More is coming your way.